Guys, everyone, I hope you are all well. So look, this timeline back to the 15th of June 2021, and it would appear that, look, there seems to be a situation where this day occurred and it perhaps started meaning to go in a different direction. Now what we've got is Hunter originally saying that he was called and asked whether he would like to go fishing. So that's fishing. We've first of all, sort of the day is set up for a fun day with fishing. But then that turns into the errands, you know, the shopping, the groceries apparently, and dealing with Grandis going to the medical facility to have her knee looked at. Like, don't get me wrong, what could have happened here would be that they knew that they were going to have a busy day. Perhaps Grandis was in a bit of pain, so it was a case of getting that sorted out so she would be good to go for the day and get that done early and out of the way. Then it would be brought up that Candice was due to go over to Jonesborough to the Wetlands Water Park, which just happened to be where Don was working as well. But again, you could think maybe that could be tied in to going over there. But something happened, didn't it? Something's gone amiss here, because there's little things and elements of this that just don't make sense. Now, we've got obviously the clothing change, the change of clothes, the clothes being in the car, which would go hand in hand with thinking, look, we're going to be going out, we're going to be going to the water park, and so on and so forth, and we've got a change of clothes to put something into. But you have to ask yourself some questions, and that is, look, first of all, why would you have a fun day out planned where you're going to go to this water park where Don is in the vicinity as well, so he could potentially on his break come and say hello, but they decide to leave the boys at home? So had the boys done anything? Were they being punished? Because again, we're kind of led to believe that they'd been locked in the house as well. So this is a case of, you're not coming, you're going to be staying here and locked in the house on this hot summer's day, and we're all going to go out and have a whale of a time. We're even going to take the teenage kid of Ali, who we don't like as well, just to rub salt into the wounds further. I just can't work out whether this day is going to be one of two things, and that is that this day was indeed pre-planned to be a different day altogether, and they hid the motive of that day underneath the facade of this beautiful day off, but they didn't want the boys there, because ultimately I think that could this have been a day that was hidden from Don, and that is that why the boys were left at home? Maybe Summer, maybe she would have been the easiest person to not explain what was going on, or was it indeed Summer who would not be coming home? And the boys were left at home so they did not know what had happened. Or, you know, was this just a day where they had planned to do all this, had left the boys at home, they weren't coming, Hunter was going to come, and then things changed again? Something doesn't sit right in the actual plan and execution of this day. What do you guys think? Was this day supposed to be a fishing trip, where Hunter, because he likes fishing, he was coming along? Was it where they were going to go to the water park and something happened and that stopped that? Or was this indeed a different type of day hidden behind the guise of an exciting water park day out? And why would the boys be left at home for any other reason than to hide something from them that could potentially get back to Don? There's a lot of questions on this day, we know, and we don't have a lot of answers to them, but this is how we're going to get to the bottom, because whatever happened on that day resulted in some of disappearing off the face of the planet, and I'm just trying to ascertain whether this day was a planned day, because I just can't get my head around. Now, if you've got a child services visit impending and there could be repercussions to that, then would this have been something that was indeed pre-planned? If you're going to leave it till the last minute to execute that plan, then there is premeditation to it, and there is going to be pre-planning to it. We know that this is a scripted situation just because of the strange elements such as the peppermint candy that keeps propping up with everyone who's telling the story. You know, even within the truth, if the truth is the truth, It's not necessarily the same elements of that truth that people remember, but you can intertwine it together. But when people start bringing weird elements into their version of events that don't really have any impact or relevance to it, then you can see that it's being scripted. But I just can't get my fingers truly onto what is going on this day and how it started. Did it start out, like I say, as a day that was planned and it was going to be a fun day, or was there something much more macabre that certain members of the family needed to be hidden from so other people didn't find out? What happened on the 15th of June 2021? What was supposed to happen? And are we talking about premeditation, or are we talking about a sudden accident at the waterhole that changed the direction of that day drastically? Let me know down below what you think, and I shall catch you all tomorrow.